Hello, I just got a comment today on one of the videos I made before, and it's really awesome. It's a CE Shan VFB. I don't know who their name, but they signed their name in it? No, but it's awesome. I want to share a little bit about what they said. It really makes me feel a little validated about what I'm doing. You know, people tell me that I help them a lot, but I'm just talking one way to you. And then I get some comments back, and it makes me think that I'm doing good. So thank you so much, for your comments. But let me read this comment, because it's really special. I think it is about time that I reply to one of your videos properly, especially as I have hovered around many of your videos and commented on the experiences of others, providing support and reinforcement that I could. So he was trying to help other people too when he saw people were having trouble. Good. First, I would like to thank you very much for what you are providing to people around the world with all of this, which at the end of the day is a light at the end of the tunnel and a reminder that the catastrophic thoughts so many live with around this condition are just that, they're thoughts. Yeah. It's important to know that at any moment you're thinking, and what you're thinking is sort of who you are. It's the wavelength you're on. Well, let's keep going. We all, and I do mean all, have the capacity to overcome tinnitus and anxiety. Everybody can. I believe that too. There are people that try their best to convince me that it's not possible, but I believe that too. Okay. I know many think their circumstances are insurmountable, but I have just seen too many people in a bad way overcome this condition and associated conditions to believe that these things are so bleak as some here would like to say. Yeah, so this, and you're going to see about this person in a moment. He has seen, it could be she too, he has seen some people in some really bad situations overcome it. And let's read more, because it gets more interesting. Second, as I have said on some of your other videos, I am a speech-language pathologist. The title is deceiving. Consider we don't only deal with speech and language. We work in swallowing, breathing, motor control, especially in the face and neck, and most especially hearing. I went to UNC's School of Medicine and worked with audiologists. So I don't know exactly who this person is, but it sounds like they know their stuff, right? I worked at the Children's Cochlear Implant Center. Wow. The cochlear is a part of the ear, right? I have worked with veterans who had severe tinnitus from flying helicopters in Vietnam. I want to say categorically, for everyone reading this, the bulk of research points to the fact that you can live a happy life with tinnitus. And I agree. I've talked to so many people that they just don't realize the insurmountable feeling they have can be surmounted. It doesn't seem possible. Mm-hmm. So what's more, once you begin to accept it, paradoxically, the intensity of the tinnitus will go down. Yes, it will, as you come to accept it. But how do you do that? We have to talk about that on other videos. I would happily explain the neurological correlates and anatomy of this process for any who are interested. I would love to hear that, how the neurology and the anatomy, and how that correlates to the way we feel the tinnitus or experience it, and the anxiety that goes with it. It's very interesting. I hope you do. And then now he goes on to say he's not only someone who helps people, but he's also somebody who needs help too. So he says, for myself, I am also living with intense diagnosed OCD. Wow. OCD is what you get after something traumatic happens to you. My experience of tinnitus was almost certainly born of a fear of tinnitus as a side effect of my tapering off of clonazepam, a benzo. It's a benzo. So he got tinnitus as he was trying to get off of a drug, which was probably for his OCD. That is to say, I know that this was a possibility and took a normal head noise. Yes, there is such a normal head noise. I'm not sure what a normal head noise is exactly. And nothing Dr. Google or Reddit This proves my experience attending a top-tier medical university. That I didn't quite understand. And it made it into something scary. Okay, oh, I see. So I think what he's saying is tinnitus in a way is a normal head noise. We don't have to think about it as something crazy or wild. But we start reading Google and Reddit, and it suddenly becomes this terrible thing that yeah. Oh, I'm almost finished here. And made it into something scary. Even I, a trained professional, needed someone like you to remind me and provide me some hope in my dark times. And for that, I thank you, and I hope that I may be able to do the same for others. This is, he really hit this thing from all kinds of angles. That last part, he was just saying, thank you for thanking me. I'm glad that I have significance, that I'm important to someone, and that I can help people. Thank you very much. And he also says he wants to help people too. That's great. You know, we can start to build a community here where we help each other, because there's so many professionals and snake oil salesmen that are, going around the internet just posting all kinds of crap that isn't really getting people into a better state of mind so that they can handle their tinnitus. Either they don't understand, or they're making too much money that they don't really care, or maybe they believe in some cures that really don't work for most people. But we need to address this anxiety and tinnitus connection. And here's a guy, he's helped veterans who had tinnitus, and he's seen them turned around, even people with severe tinnitus. So it's very possible. It's in his belief, and it is my belief too, that everybody can get better. And there is that connection between the nervous system, the brain, and the tinnitus, and our perception of it. But it's not easy to convince someone of that when they're in those dark times, that there is a better way, and it's going to take some work, and you don't feel good now, and it's going to take a little time to get the thoughts going in the right way. You can't just, hey, I feel great now. But you can, with some practice, get to a better place and get to a much, much better place where you live a normal life. It absolutely is possible. I believe it. I've heard too many stories now. This is another one. It's not just him. He's heard many stories, And I don't really know that we have a lot of science on how many people recovered and what that means. But so many people are getting better. And it's wonderful. It really is. And some of you, I think you've already started to get better. Let's start talking about how we can do a community. I was talking about the software before, and I did run into one little glitch, and that is that I have an investor from JP Morgan, and they're saying that they're not ready to take on the responsibility of there being any medical advice being given on a software that is, being invested in right now. So we can still do it, but I have to go another angle now, unfortunately. But we're gonna find a way to get a community started where we can talk to each other, and from the perspective that there is an anxiety and tinnitus connection, and that there are methods we can employ to make people feel much, much better. And but I think it's going to have to be sort of a peer, we're among peers helping each other versus anyone offering themselves to be providing medical advice. So that's the part I hate all the legalese, but I need to make sure I do it correctly so that we don't get taken down later for trying to help people, right? We want to make sure we do this in the right way and protect ourselves. So we will get a community started pretty soon and give people like him an opportunity to help other people like he wants to. and other people who, as you're getting better, wouldn't you like to feel good like I feel good now, to that you first got better, and then you went on and helped other people get better. And as we spread this message, tinnitus can be something that is so much more manageable than it is now for people who just aren't getting the good information they need. So, and I don't want to speak like I know everything. There's going to be somebody who disagrees with me. That's okay. We can have that discussion too. But there's too much information to say that we're not doing some good things here. And really, and we can do so much with this. Okay, well, I could go on about this, but I'll check in on my next video. So I hope you're having a great day and you're figuring some things out, and you're starting to get used to this thing and realizing, yeah, I can have a normal life. And even though it seemed impossible over here, it's starting to seem possible. I hope you're starting to feel that way. And if not, we're going to keep making more videos. Okay, take care. I'll see you next time.